going on, y'all, man? It's your boy Chase Vibes back in another video. As y'all can see from the title, today I'm going to be showing you how to make emotional guitar beats for Toosii. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so this is the main melody that I got for the beat. And as you can see, we're working in the scale of D sharp minor. So basically all that I did for effects on that was just put on RC20 retro color, Adiba's Guitar Magic 1 preset. I turned off all of the other presets that she had except the space one, and I just turned down the space knob to 37% and then EQ'd some of the low and some of the high end out. And this just kind of created some more ambience. That's kind of what I wanted. So next I went ahead and added this bass. I forgot to show you all the main melody that I did. That main guitar melody was out of the Evolution Strawberry Contact Bank, and the preset's called Ambience. Alright, and then for the guitar bass, this is from Scarby MM Bass. It's the preset's called Heavy. And as y'all can see, I basically just copied the same root bass notes as the main melody, except added these like nice little transitional notes. I just felt like this, especially right here, kind of gave it that more human feeling. And I just shortened it. And second, I went ahead and added this vocal out of Arcade. Beautiful. Alright, and then in Arcade, that preset's out of Distant Voices. It's called Mystify, and of course I put it in this key of D sharp minor because that's the scale that we're in. And I just sent that to the mixer track. This is just a go-to effect chain that I do, is put on a Fruity Love filter, just the default one, I don't touch it. Then Fruity Reverb 2, just turned up the wet just to kind of make it a little bit more spacey. Then Pancake 2, a free panning plugin, and I put it on the left to right, my go-to preset, and then LFO to 2 bars just to kind of make it move more slow throughout your ears instead of it going fast. And that's pretty much that for that. And then last but not least, for the melodies, I went ahead and just layered the same guitar with the same preset, the same bank, and all of that, except what I did different was sending it in the mixer track. I turned this little stereo separation knob to 25%, and then I put on the same effects. I just EQ'd some of the low and some of the high end out. Pop up, there it is. I just EQ'd some of the low and some of the high end out, and then I put on Guitar Rig Sits. And I just thought that this was a really unique sound. It's out of the ambient, it's in the genres tab, the ambient, and then the preset's called Electric Pad. And all that I did was just turn off this weird like filter thing that it had, and then I kept the replica preset that it was on, and then the Pro filter, and this is what I got. Match that with the main melody. So yeah, I mean, I just really like the way that layered with the main melody. I felt like it needed that extra space, so these are what all the melodies sound like together. Alright, so that's that for the melodies. Just go ahead and get right into the drums. Alright, next was the kick. I basically just layered the kick with the 808. Same notes, and I just added these two like little extra little kicks. I felt like it just gave that like extra bounce. Alright, and then next I went ahead and added this industry standard clap pattern. Everyone does this. Alright, next I went went ahead and added this snare. I just layered the clap with the snare and added these little bounce patterns right here. Alright, and then one of my favorite parts that I did in this beat was the hi-hat. Alright, and the hi-hat's not too crazy, but I have all the rolls and everything in specific spots. I didn't do anything random. I have an open hat that hits right here and over here. If you listen, it like leads into it. Yes, so the hi-hats are in a specific spot for each sound, just to kind of bounce off of each other. So this is the open hat that I added. That's that. And I went ahead and actually panned these sounds. I panned this open hat to the left about 34%, then the next open hat to the right 30%, then I added this perk, and then I panned that to the left 28%. And here's the second open hat. Alright, last but not least, I went ahead and added this perk slime. Alright, and yeah, basically for the hi-hats, all that I did was put on Pancake 2. This is something that I've been doing with my hi-hats recently, just kind of like have them slightly pan left to right throughout your ears. Put it on the left to right, my go-to preset. Then the LFO, I changed it to 2 bars so that way it moves really slow throughout your ears instead of like extremely fast. But yeah, other than that, that was pretty much that. Just quick little tips whenever you're doing drums. Make sure you keep your drums simple, and with hi-hats, especially with rolls and all that stuff, make sure you have it in specific pockets, like a nice little roll before like an open hat, or after, like before a snare. Make sure that you're also panning your drum sounds so that way they kind of stay out the center. Instead, they're kind of like left ear, right ear. They're not like directly in the center of like the listeners. They're not like directly in the center of like the listener's ears, if that makes sense. But yeah, that was basically the beat. I hope y'all enjoyed the tutorial. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment below what you guys want to see more of in the future. I'll go ahead and play the full beat as the outro for y'all. So once again, I appreciate y'all for watching. I'm out.